boys and girls, it's Miss Michelle, and today we're going to make a sensory bottle. Now, we've done some other sensory bottles, but this one's going to be just a little bit different. We're doing Ocean Week, and so I have right here an ocean sensory bottle that you buy at the store. And see how it has like the sequins in there? They're pretty shinies. And then it has sea foam, which they used styrofoam balls to do the sea foam. So when it's like there's a wave. Ooh, and the dolphins and the sharks are swimming underneath it. Now, I don't have dolphin or shark sequins, but I do have other regular sequins. So we're just going to use some regular old sequins. And then I have, from a package, I have a huge thing of styrofoam. So we're just going to cut off just a little bit so that we can put it in our sensory bottle. And then I used a Pure Leaf tea bottle because I like the ridges on it. It's kind of bumpy and it just looks kind of cool. Okay, so we're going to need the bottle, we're going to need some sequins, and we're going to need our styrofoam. And then when we're all done, we're going to tape the lid on so it doesn't come off. Now you can tape the lid, you can hot glue the lid, whatever works best and is most convenient for you. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open our bottle and we're going to take a little bit of sequins out. I don't want to use too much, but I want enough so that I can really see it, right? So I'm going to put the sequins in my bottle and I'm just going to kind of guess how much I want to use, right? Doesn't have to be a whole lot. It can be a little bit. It can be a little bit more than a little bit. I don't want to use too much. You know, a little bit more. I think I'm going to go ahead and just everything that I had in that little lid. Okay. Next, I'm going to take my styrofoam and I'm going to break a piece off about that big, and I'm going to crumble it into the bottle. Now this can take a little while. And now remember, this is just for in the sensory bottle. Styrofoam is not something we ever want to put in our mouths, okay? It soaks up water and it can make you choke. So remember, it just goes inside of our sensory bottle. So you're going to break it with your fingers, break it apart, make little tiny pieces. So it can be our sea foam, because when waves are crashing on the shore, it causes what is called sea foam. So we're going to want to get as much of this in here as we can, so it gives that effect like this one did. You know. Now, here's the trick to sensory bottles. You don't fill them all the way up either. You got to leave some space so that they can move. Okay? That way that when you shake them, you can see all the different things going on in there. You know, and you can do all kinds of different sensory bottles. You can use light corn syrup. I use that one a lot. I like the way that one looks. You can use vegetable oil, or you can use water, or you can use a mixture, because did you know that oil and water don't mix? They don't mix. So when you put both of them inside of your sensory bottle, you get to see what happens to the oil and water and how they stay separated. It's kind of cool. It looks like it's going to mix, and then it changes its mind. Yeah. You know, you can roll the styrofoam between your fingers a little bit too. Sometimes that helps it come apart. But you're just going to want to kind of get as much of that piece in there as you can. You don't want the pieces to be too big, because then it won't have the right effect, right? It won't look like sea foam. Now, if you had the stuff from like a stuffed animal that was a beanbag stuffed animal, a Beanie Baby type deal, they have those little round pieces in them. You can also buy it at the packing store. But I don't have that. I just have a present that was given to me, and it came with styrofoam. So I'm gonna recycle. It's good to recycle stuff. It's important. You know. Do you hear my neighbor's dog? She's really loud, huh? She barks at all the cats. She gets very excited. Okay, I'm just about done. How is yours coming? Are you making yours right now, or are you going to wait till later? This is going to be pretty cool when we're all done. All right. Now, I think that's pretty good. So now I'm going to take water, and actually I'm going to start with the fuller one, because I know that this bottle is actually going to take more water than is in here. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here. And look at that. That's actually just about perfect. Because I don't want to go too much higher, because remember I told you we want to leave space? So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the lid on. And I'm going to put it really, really tight. Make sure that you have an adult tighten down your lid for you. And then take some tape and wrap it around the top so that your lid stays in place. Or have an adult use hot glue to seal it, because we don't want the water to spill everywhere. That'd just make a big mess. We don't want that. Okay. Now once all the tape is on there really good, now I can do my sensory bottle, and it's just like the wave one, just like this one. My sequence stays down towards the bottom like sea animals. It looks like I have some starfish in there. And then my sea foam stays on the top. Pretty cool, huh? All right, guys, good luck with yours. I'll see you again soon.